gorgeous outside there. Weather looks like it's finally turned, and I think summer's really here now. So we're going to get started. We have a really busy agenda today. We have two really great speakers this morning, so I want to get things rolling. And I, first of all, would like to have Pastor Jeff Wells from Faith Christian Family Church come up and lead us in our opening prayer.
Good morning. Let's pray this morning. Father, we thank you for this time together, Lord, that we could come and just join together as businesses and be here for just a time of going back and forth and talking about the things that we do here in town. And we thank you for this great city, Lapeer, Michigan, for how you've helped us get business going in this town, Lord, and you're continuing to do so. And Lord, we just thank you for this wonderful, beautiful weather that we have. And we just ask that you continue to bless the businesses, Lord, and we just thank you for the people coming to Lapeer and being a part of us. And we just thank you for it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Jeff. Okay, just a couple of little announcements. I'm going to keep this real brief. Like I said, we have a busy schedule. So just wanted to remind everyone, if you are interested in this, on June 20th, our second workshop provided by Health Alliance Plan. It's a free Medicare workshop. There is information about that. It will be at the chamber office at 10 a.m. on June 20th. So information is in your bag, and we will send out reminders. Now it is a very limited seating. What, Connie, where's Connie? Connie, if you want, like, what, probably max 5?
Well, we can go up to 10 if you feel
Okay, we could go up to 10? Okay, so like I said, it is very limited. You know, for you, or if you have coworkers who want to share that information and let people know if they are interested in that. Lapeer Days Festival planning is underway. We have a contract. We did a little Facebook poll with several groups who are available, and Hinder will be performing Saturday night on main stage. We're excited about that. And looking into another headliner for Friday. So things are moving along. We've got some great opening bands that are going to be coming in on main stage. Got some new activities and things that we're bringing in. We're working with the U.S. Army recruiting station here in Lapeer to bring in a massive semi. We're really excited about this. It is a flight simulation trailer. It opens all up, and I mean, it's amazing. So people will be able to actually go inside of this and sit down, actually take the controls, select the type of helicopter aircraft that they want to fly, select the type of mission, and they'll actually be at the controls of it. It's very cool. Then it also has 3 pods that works with Xbox, so you actually sit in like a virtual reality in an aircraft. So it's really lots of really cool stuff that they're going to have in this trailer. So we're excited. They're working on that. It's looking really good that that'll be coming. So it'll be really something really neat and something new. We are working with All Dogs Can to bring in national agility trials in addition to the disc dog tournaments on Saturday. We're bringing in bubble bots, those big bubbles that you get inside of and you bump, and I think the kids will love that. They'll have a great time. So we're working on a lot of new things and this year we are not having an east stage. We are going to have main and west stage. And we've talked about this for a long time because east is so close to Main and the sounds conflict, and it's been an issue we've talked about. So that will become vendor space, and then space obviously for the semi will be, for the Army will be on that side of the street as well. So we are going to have some limited time slots, bringing back Miss Lapeer Days at the Pix Theater. We're very excited about that. So we've got a lot of really neat things in the works, and as we get all of these things firmed up, they will be posted on our social media and on the festival website, and we'll keep everybody posted obviously through working with the paper and doing the articles with Alex for what's coming up. So we're excited this year. We've been able to, last year we did tribute bands budget-wise, as most of you know, and maybe some of you don't. Lapeer Days is funded through sponsorships and donations. We're a 501c6 organization, the Chamber. We're a nonprofit, so we don't have grants, we don't get government monies. So all of these community events are the blessing of all the businesses who help us continue to be able to do them, and we want to say thank you and we appreciate that. Information is in your bags for fireworks and sponsorship for both of those events. And then, like I said, fireworks fundraising is underway. We had another Drive for Your Community event at the Spring Expo through Ford Motor Company, which was very successful. So we're hoping that, we'll come in pretty well with that. And then Meyer has come back on board and committed to being another major sponsor, but that's only about 2/3 of the $15,000 to $20,000 we need just for the fireworks show. So, anyway, that being said, I am going to turn this over now to our first guest speaker, Jim Alt. He is the director of the Downtown Development Authority. Come on up here, Jim. And he is going to bring us up to date on the Main Street program. So if you were not able to attend any of the events and things that were going on a few weeks back with this project, he's going to kind of bring us up to date as to where we're at now and where we still need to go.
Good morning, everybody. So as Nita explained, my name is James Alt. I am the Executive Director of the Lapeer Downtown Development Authority. And I'm here today to talk to you guys a little bit about the Main Street program. I'm proud to say that through the hard work of many of our business owners, many of our residents, and many of our community leaders, Downtown Lapeer is officially select level status of the Main Street program. That means we are now open to several exciting things. The first of which, for those of you guys who are not familiar with Main Street, what that really means is at its core, Main Street is a grassroots, community and volunteer-driven program that focuses on historic preservation and economic development of our communities. And over the next 5 years, we're going to be working with the state of Michigan through Michigan Main Street Center that kind of gives us the tools and the resources to make our downtown stronger so that we're ready for the future. Some of those incentives are things like a baseline assessment, a resource team visit, design services, retail and market studies, branding packages. Like I said, the tools that really kind of spur our downtown forward. The very first thing that happened was our baseline assessment. And this has already taken place. A team from Michigan Main Street Center has come to our community and issued a community survey that reached out to the public. And they also spent the day talking to different service organizations, talking to the public, talking to different leaders to kind of get an idea of what our strengths and what our weaknesses are as a community. So today what I want to do is share those survey results with you as well as a few of the other findings that they reported back to us. So it's going to be a lot of information that I could easily give you guys over like 3 to 4 hours, and I'm going to try to cram it into a short time. So if you do guys have questions afterwards or anything, feel free to let me know and I can follow up with you guys in a lot more detail on some of this information. The very first thing was the baseline assessment. And they issued a community survey that was taken by 666 people. I feel like I should fudge that number a little bit, but in actuality, we should be proud of that because Lapeer had more respondents than any other community that's ever participated in the Main Street program. Not just this year, but ever. So that's something to really be proud of. That shows that there's a lot of strong interest in our downtown. So it consisted of 10 simple questions that they used to kind of, like I said, gauge our strengths and gauge our weaknesses. The very first question was, what 3 words come to mind when you think about downtown Lapeer? And there are some very positive things. Quaint, historic, clean, friendly. But then there are also some that are not quite as positive. Things like empty, or boring, or sad. So that kind of tells us we have some things that we need to work on. Next, they asked the question, downtown Lapeer would be better if. And this was not a one-word answer. And they ended up getting 50 pages of responses to this question. Now, obviously, I can't list all 50 pages worth of those responses, but when you start going through them and you start breaking them down, you realize there are some common themes that start to develop. And those are, people would like to see more businesses and a variety of businesses, more of a business mix. So we're very strong in some areas, but they want to see some variety that kind of stands out and makes us unique. You know, things that you can't get by hitting some of the major like commercial districts. They want to see more food options and a variety of food. We have a great food presence started downtown. They want to see it change a little bit and get some more variety going on. More unique shopping, including upscale retail. They want to see our businesses open later. and you'll see why in a little bit. They want to see our storefronts repaired, improved, and cleaned up, and they want to see fewer empty storefronts. They also want to see more family-friendly experiences, and that's something that's important to take note of as well, and again, you'll see that coming up as well. The next question was, which businesses do you most often patronize in downtown Lapeer? There's a theme that develops when they ask that question. Wood Chips, Burger Bar, Blondie's, but there are a few others as well. The Picks, some of our salons, some of the more cultural activities. But there's definitely a strong theme. We can definitely tell that food is a strong draw for our downtown. They asked the question, what 3 businesses would you like to see in the downtown district that are not currently present? There's a very strong pull, obviously, for clothing, coffee, a bakery. So this is good news for our newest businesses that just opened in downtown Lapeer, for Crankshaft Coffee, Crust Baking Company, and also on the Hill Baking Company. It shows that those businesses are headed in the right direction. There's a demand for that. But it also shows us that there are some things we're lacking, especially in the new retail and the clothing area. People, like I said, they want that unique shopping experience. This one's a little bit hard to read, but I'll walk you through it. What time of day do you typically shop? The largest percentage, almost 40%, 1 to 5 p.m. is when we have the most traffic, or could potentially have the most traffic of people that want to get out there and want to visit our stores. The second highest, almost 35%, is after 5 p.m. So that's something that's important to take note of when you notice that first, or one of the first questions was people say they want to see those businesses open later. What day of the week do you most frequently shop? Overwhelming number of people prefer to shop on Saturdays. Almost 45% of the 600 plus people that took the survey want to shop on Saturdays. A distant second, coming in at about 18%, was Fridays. The rest of the days of the week were relatively low on that chart. They also asked the question, where do you live? And the vast majority of the people that took the survey still live within Lapeer County. Almost 50% live within the county of Lapeer. About 37% live within the city, and only about 8% of those that took the survey live downtown. Which brings the next question they asked, would you live in the downtown district if you can? Now the downtown should be the heart of your community. That's where you want to engage people. That's where people can live, work, shop, and play. We had 51% right now that say no, they would not want to live in the downtown area. Only 20% say they would live, and currently we have about 10% that do live in the downtown area that took the survey. So that tells us as a downtown, we really need to work on making it more of a livable community. They asked the question, where do you work? 25% of the people that took the poll live out or work outside of Lapeer County, with about 18% saying they were retired, and then about 15% that live within the city, and only about 11% work downtown. This is an interesting chart to take note of. The question of how old are you? Of the 600 plus people that took this survey, 23% were ages 45 to 54, and the largest numbers overall fell between the ages of 35 and 64. Only 3% of the people that took this survey were under the age of 18. And that's an interesting number to take note of because that means we're not engaging our youth. And you're going to see why it's very important that we do engage our youth in a moment. In addition to doing that community survey, like I said, they also did some demographics and they went into depth. They talked to some of our other organizations and some of the other people in the community. But that baseline assessment also included demographics, which included an age demographic. Now, Lapeer County has a population of 88,000 plus people. We're broken up fairly evenly between men and women, 51% men, 49% women. But the largest age demographic And again, I apologize, it's a little bit hard to read. Almost a quarter of our population is under the age of 18. It's our largest age demographic in the area. Second, with about 17%, is the retired community, age 65 and over. So when you think about the people that took that survey, and only 3% were under the age of 18, but our largest age demographic is 18 and under, that tells us there's a big audience out there that's really getting overlooked. If you go back to the survey where the question, one of the things people wanted to see were more family-friendly things and more things for youth, again, it's because there's a large percentage of the population here in Lapeer that's getting overlooked in our downtown. Now, with their baseline assessment, they did 3 different versions. They did a 10-minute drive from the downtown, they did a 20-minute drive from the downtown, and they did a 30-minute drive from the downtown. Oop. And I'm going to read the definition for some of these because they're a little bit harder to remember. But our largest demographic within a 10-minute drive is 38% of the population falls into a category that's called salt of the earth. Now, these are residents that are entrenched in their traditional rural lifestyles. Citizens here in this group are typically older, have grown children that have moved away, but they still relish and cherish that family time. And they also enjoy the home experience, taking care of things like their garden, doing yard work, preparing meals at home. These are residents that embrace the outdoors. They are active in outdoor lifestyles. They're educated, and they tend to be skilled workers who are really good at do-it-yourself projects, but they are not technologically savvy. They would pretend to read the paper versus like go on Facebook or use their phone. The second largest demographic, 37%, is a group called Down the Road. Now, this is a less educated. Only 37% have a high school diploma, and of that 37%, only 38% of those have a college education or degree. So the unemployment rate for this group is 11.6%, which is higher than the US rate. And this group tends to be family-oriented, outgoing consumers that place importance on preserving time-honored customs, and they put a premium on convenience rather than health and education. When you expand it to a 20-minute radius of the downtown, you still have that salt of the earth group at the top, that group that enjoys their home lifestyle. But you now have another group called the Green Acres. And this is a group that's educated. 60% has a college degree, and it's a much lower unemployment rate. Their income is derived not only from wages and salaries, but there's also a lot of self-employment. This is where you get a lot of your independent business owners fall into this group. And they are very cautious consumers with focus on quality, but they are also very comfortable with technology and use it as a tool in their daily lives. If you expand it out to that 30-minute radius, once again, that top group is that salt of the earth, the people that prefer to have their home lifestyle, but it's also broken up a little bit more evenly with another group called traditional living, that's about 13% in that 30-minute drive. The traditional living group is, with traditional living, over 70% have completed their high school, they have some college, and they have a higher unemployment rate that comes in at about 10.9%, with over 3/4 of the household deriving income from wages and salaries, plus augmented by supplemental security income and public assistance. So this is a cost-conscious consumer base who are brand loyal unless the price is too high, and they are connected and comfortable with the internet, and again use it as a tool for their daily lives. So these are important numbers to know and to understand because they potentially have an impact on our downtown area. We have that 10-minute radius, those are the people in the immediate vicinity, but this reaches all the way out into Genesee County, parts of Oakland County, potential areas where, as we are trying to pull people to our community to experience our downtown, to experience the entertainment options that we have, the food options we have, it's very important to know what those numbers are. So when the general public says they'd like to see some high-end upscale shops, we also have to take a look at the demographics to see if those can be supported in our downtown. So the question comes up of what's next? We know these numbers, we know these demographics, and like I said, those demographics really go into detail. And if you guys want any of that broken down information so you can look it over, let me know and I can send it to you. I'm happy to do so. But the next step for our Main Street program and the next step for our DDA is to establish a vision for our community. What do we want our downtown to be? What do we want to see downtown? When you think of downtown Lapeer, what do you think of? What do we want the public to think of? What do we want residents in other towns to think of? What do we want to be known as in our community? So now, working with Michigan Main Street Center, our plans now are to develop a strategy. And they've taken the baseline assessment, those results that I just reported on, and come up with 3 potential areas. These are the areas of food, which you guys have all seen. We are very strong in food. The areas of arts and entertainment. We have a strong, good foundation in that area as well. And family friendly. Again, think about those age demographics and think about what we have downtown. That could be a potential strategy. So our job now with the DDA and with the Main Street is to look at these, look at that information they've given us, and say, where do we want to go for the next 3 years, next 5 years, and how do we want to make our downtown a destination? So like I said, there's a lot of facts and figures that were reported on, but it's some pretty exciting stuff when you start to think about it, because we now have a base for getting our downtown moving forward. And we've got a group of volunteers, we've got a committee, we've got a board of directors who are now engaged and energized. Our public is becoming more enthusiastic about what's going on downtown. And if you come downtown and visit the business owners and talk to the people down there, they're starting to get a buzz. There's an excitement that's taking place. So I'm going to leave you with an invitation to come experience our downtown if you haven't recently. We've got some great things going on. We've got our car cruises on Mondays. We've got Art on Nipissing Street that has started up and runs through the first weekend in June. That kicks off with a pub crawl and art walk tomorrow. And I think Jill's going to talk a little bit about Art on Nipissing Street. And we also have our art festival on June 2nd and 3rd. So come down and experience that. And we've got our summer concert series that begins on June 1st that runs throughout the summer. And we've got a great lineup for that as well. So I want to invite you guys to volunteer. I want to invite you guys to come shop. I want to invite you guys to come eat, play, experience downtown Lapeer, and link up with downtown Lapeer and get engaged with our community. So that's all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you. And like I said, if you guys do have any questions for me, there's a lot of information. Let me know. I'll be happy to get that information to you so you can look at those numbers in depth, and we'll have them up on our downtown website as well. So thank you guys.
Any quick questions?
I've got another couple minutes, so any quick questions? Or?
So Jim, when is the next phase going to start? When do we link up with Lansing again to start working on this branding and the next phase of the plan to market and implement?
It's an ongoing process. Michigan Main Street Center, the group that spearheads this and working with us, they will be making several trips throughout the coming months. They're going to come and they're going to work with our board of directors. They're going to come back and work with our volunteers and kind of give us the guidance. So what this first year in the program really is kind of developing that strategy, identifying that strategy, so that come 2018, we have our plan in place, we have our groundwork ready to go, so we can hit the ground running and really get that visible changes starting to take place in our downtown. But the short answer is, over the next several months, we'll be having multiple visits that are ongoing through the Main Street program. Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Jim. It was really interesting when the folks were here from Lansing, and one of the key things, and that Jim touched on, and they said in order to keep it downtown vital, you have to have community events. And Jim's done a great job at really building up the car show, and now we have, Denise Becker has done an amazing job expanding the farmers market. The Art on Nipissing is expanding. You know, we have a lot of great things that come downtown throughout the year. I mean, this is really a very busy community. And then with the festival coming up, there are a lot of great things to come downtown, but the things that are consistent that you can enjoy during the season from week to week are really important, and that's what helps to bring vibrancy back to the downtown. So it's going to be an exciting and interesting journey as we proceed through this. Okay, our first sponsor, Clarence Pierce from Hamilton Community Health Network. And I'm sure some of you have seen Clarence on TV. So we have a celebrity here. We have a TV star in our midst. So come on up here, Clarence, and tell us about Hamilton Community Health Network.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Today I'm going to give you kind of an overview of what Hamilton is and what we do. I'm sure we know that health care is very important. Not only our physical health, but our mental health is very important to all of us. And we need to be healthy to do the things we need to do in the community, in our professional lives and family lives and so forth. So today I want to quickly give you an overview of Hamilton and what we do. Hamilton, our mission statement, of course, is we want to be the leader in providing comprehensive, high-quality health care to the insured and uninsured. And we put a special focus on the uninsured. That is really who we target in our program. We are a federally qualified health center, 501c3, and that designation gives us grant funds. We get about 5% of our funding comes through the federal government in the form of a federal grant. We get very little state funding, and we get no local funding. So we have 6 locations. Our clinics offer a pretty comprehensive program. We offer all adult medical services, pediatric services, OB/GYN services, behavioral health services, dental, pharmacy, pretty much a complete healthcare program. And just to run through our sites to give you some idea of what they are, what they look like, and what they do. This is our Burton location. That location has all of our medical services and also our dental services and pharmacy. Clio, same thing, pretty much a little smaller. Hamilton main site, which we consider to be our flagship, is a complete comprehensive program that provides all of our services. We have a residency, teaching health center residency program with 8 residents in our program. We also have a dental residency program. This is our North Point location, our standalone dental, and this is our Lapeer site. This is when we did our open house approximately a little over a year ago, and we have been building that site and expect for that site to really grow and do well in this community. We're happy to be here. We have our operations manager here, Megan, and this is our provider at that location, Elaine Broyles. So we're happy to be here in Lapeer providing these services, and certainly if you or someone you know may not have health insurance, or you may have health insurance, please come out, support us, and we're certainly going to be supporting the community. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You did it. Yes, you did great. Okay, Chris Rochlow from Qualified Staffing is our next sponsor.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Good. I am from Qualified Staffing here in Lapeer. We're a staffing agency that staffs everything. We do professional, clerical, administrative, light industrial, general labor. So we can help any of your businesses with any staffing needs that you have. Just so that you know, we have 7 branches in the state of Michigan. We've got about 31 nationwide. So we're growing. We're not just your little staffing agency in the corner, you know, providing just little services. We're really growing, we're expanding. Lots of benefits from the employer standpoint. We do a drug screening before we place them with you. We also do a national criminal background check. We want to make sure that the people that we send to you are quality employees. We do reference checks, of course, from previous employment. We have a safety orientation. We provide the workers' comp for the employees while they're on your site as well. We do temporary. We're not just a temp agency, we're a staffing agency. So we do provide temporary work. If you have a short-term assignment that you need help with, we can provide that. We do temp to hire. So if you want to try someone out for 90 days, we can do that, and then you can hire. And we also do direct hire. So if you just want us to do your recruiting and the main interviewing, and then we can place them with you, we can do that as well. Our employees have a lot of benefits too. We do provide medical insurance for them, health, dental, and eye care. We pay their holidays. We do give them vacation time. So there's a lot of benefits to using our staffing agency for the employer and the employee. So the other thing that we do, we come out, we visit your site, we go over the different things with you. We want to make sure that we have a really good client relationship. We're local. Our corporate offices are in Flint. Many of the employees live in Lapeer County, shop here, and then my employees work here and live here in Lapeer as well. So we're hoping that we can help you out. I do have a lot of positions available right now. If anybody knows anybody that does CNC, machine operating, any of that, I've got about 30 positions that I'm looking to fill right now. So send them my way because I have work for them. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thanks, Chris. Lots of things I wasn't aware of that qualified staffing does. So it really, takes a lot of the burden off of the employer with a lot of the things that they provide. So. Our next sponsor, Lisa Madden, Into Yoga. Come on up here, Lisa. We just had a great grand opening and ribbon cutting at One Wellness Center with Lisa a couple weeks ago. It turned out really well. It's a beautiful facility, but I'm going to let her tell you about it.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. One of the first things I always hear when I talk about yoga is, I've always wanted to get into yoga, but I'm not flexible enough. I'm not balanced enough. I don't have the right body type. And hence the name Into Yoga was born. I'm so thrilled to be right downtown, right in the midst of Wood Chips, Detroit Burger Bar, and all those places. So you can come and work out, get a great yoga class in, and then you won't feel guilty about going next door and getting a burger. So we'd love to have you. In your packet, you will find an Into Yoga class schedule. You'll notice that we have classes every day. We have a variety of levels. We really embrace the idea that anybody can do yoga. I have 6 teachers, and I am also a certified yoga teacher. We span 5 decades, so anybody can do yoga, anybody can teach yoga. It's about the breath, it's about continuing to move. There's also a free yoga pass in your packet, so you have no excuse if you say, I don't have any money in my wallet today. We want you to come down and check us out. We're part of One Wellness, which includes Schaefer's Chiropractic and Fulcher's Therapeutic Massage, and together we believe that as people begin to take ownership of their health, take care of themselves, learn to breathe, move, maybe we can get away from a lot of pharmaceuticals and getting ourselves cut open to fix everything, right? So when you have an opportunity, come down and see us. We not only offer classes on site, but we will do yoga parties. We do Into Yoga to go at your site. We just did a session out at Lapeer County Ed Tech Center. We're doing a yoga party for a group on Sunday, and that will include some massage and some henna. And we are also, I noticed from Jim's presentation, we're incorporating some retail. We're just starting to dabble in offering some clothing, jewelry, and artwork and things like that. So please stop in, say hello. Just if you'd like, come in and just take a peek in the studio. It's absolutely beautiful. My husband Chuck is here. He designed it, and he did an amazing job. It's very peaceful, and that's what we wanted to bring to downtown Lapeer, a place where you could come in and have a calming, relaxing, wonderful experience. If you have any questions, my contact information is on my business card, and thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Lisa. It really is it's just so tranquil and serene when you walk in. It's just beautiful. Our next sponsor, Andrew Terry, Legendary Business Growth Consulting. Come on up here, Andrew.
Good morning. As she said, my name is Andrew Terry, and my business is Legendary Business Growth Consulting. It's a mouthful. First, I'd like to say thank you to the Chamber for putting on this breakfast and allowing me to speak to you guys, and thank you for your time and your attention. On my business card, I've called myself the Business Growth and Marketing Specialist, so I hope I can live up to that. But what I've discovered that if you expect to remain in business for any length of time, you need to master the skill of getting customers to actually do business with you. That's something that every business has to do. That's called marketing. And it's a very critical skill that needs to be learned, but unfortunately, there's a lot of misconceptions of what marketing is all about. Effective marketing, the kind that produces quality leads and inquiries about the services that you guys offer. Effective marketing that adds customers. Effective marketing that increases your profits. All of these things is not just a matter of putting ads in a newspaper. It's not just sending out mailings. It's not just beautiful brochures that you put together that tells people about your business. It's not just having a flashy website or having even your business on Facebook. Instant results marketing, the kind that you want for your business, is a combined and coordinated effort of a number of different factors. And I want to join with you to help you grow your business. So in your guest bags, you'll find a card in there. I got one single card in there. It's about 4 by 6 or something like that. But on that card is a number that you can call for a free recorded message. And in that message, I will tell you 3 ways that you can grow your business. Also, in that free recorded message, I will direct you to a place that you can download a free business guide called Double or Nothing, Double Your Profits Fast and Easy. So again, I'd like to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I am Andrew Terry. My business is called Legendary Business Growth Consulting. It is my business to grow your business. You too can become legendary. Thank you. I'm going to take that down.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew. And Andrew and I have been talking about maybe putting together some workshops along these lines. So we will keep you posted on that for chamber members. Our next sponsor is Justin, is it Buczynski? Buczynski.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Justin, what's your last name?
Sounds good.
Okay, from AT&T Prime Wireless. Come on up here, Justin B.
Thank you. That
Justin
sounds
Bieber.
good. Look more like Kid Rock, maybe. Kid Rock in a suit. Well, thank you for that introduction. Actually, much of my life has been about introductions. Being introduced to my fiance, or maybe my current employer. Maybe introductions are a big deal for you too. Here I stand in front of you, introducing myself to you. So I guess I thought maybe it would be a good goal for us, for you to be able to introduce me to someone else. Maybe that's a little self-serving. Well, you're right, it is. But if you could introduce me to someone else, then you should probably know a thing or two about me. So let me explain. I'm not a salesperson, okay? I'm a school teacher who's turned into the role of a salesperson, but I'm going to say again, I'm not a salesperson, okay? I'm a treasure hunter. I think much of what we do has to be defined by the words we use. And being a treasure hunter means that I'm looking for the goodness and the ways that I can help others. If you've ever had an experience with a phone carrier, which by a raise of hands, anyone here ever been into a phone store before? Anyone? Everyone? Would you say that it was light, breezy, carefree, easy to understand? Probably not. So I would say you need someone that can translate, someone that's savvy, and someone that's trustworthy. So that someone is me. I scrub accounts, I consult, I can help you. If it's right for you to stay where you're at with your current carrier, I would recommend you do that. We're looking to help other people. That's our purpose here. I've had the honor of working with everyone from large manufacturing companies all the way to local pizzerias. A lot of the people downtown earlier, they all qualify for our new fast, high-speed internet. I can help out in lots of ways there. I provide solutions. I track trucks across America. I create digital forms for waitresses and sales agents. I even monitor company assets and raw materials. Silly stuff like dumpsters. I do a lot of really cool stuff, actually. So I'm not a salesman. I'm just Justin. And it's a real pleasure to meet you. And I look forward to being introduced to whoever you choose to introduce me to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justin. All right, okay, now, Glenn Rain from Vietnam Veterans of America, number 287, is going to come up and briefly talk to us and remind us about the Memorial Day Parade.
Good morning. This is this year's parade form. One change since this parade has been growing, we're going to start the parade lineup at 9:30 now. Saves a little, gives me a little time to get ready to, we do a ceremony at the bridge to honor our naval veterans just before we start the parade. The parade is open to local churches, veterans groups, nonprofits. We have classic cars and trucks we let in. We have Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Young Marines. We are the educators now for our younger generation. Also, on Memorial Day, back in 1917, the United States got into World War I, along with reading the names of the Vietnam people. I will also do the World War I veterans. Now, the United States did not get involved in the beginning, but this is the 100th anniversary, and as a veteran, it is my duty to make sure that we get everybody honored. I'm going to move on to the moving wall, which is coming into Elmont, Michigan, July 6th through July 10th. We will be setting the wall up Monday morning or Thursday morning on the 6th. We have a meeting the 25th of this month down in Elmont at the American Legion Post 479 on School Street. And next month we will be doing meetings on every Thursday. We just ordered 225 t-shirts. We got a student from Elmont School that did the design. We're going to be honoring that student at one of our upcoming meetings. The shirts are supposed to be ready for us by the 23rd of this month, so we'll have them at our meeting. They're going to be $20 a piece. It doesn't matter what size they are. So that's part of our fundraising. We've been doing rather well with that. Lapeer County, this is the 4th time that we've had the moving wall in Lapeer County, and there's no other place in the United States that has had it 4 times. But we can't do it without the people of Lapeer, and Lapeer County have supported us. So we just want to thank you, and anybody that donates to us at the end, when we're all done at the end, we will put volunteers, donating people in the local newspapers, and hopefully we won't forget anybody, but thank you. And one last thing here, Chief. I want to thank you for all the Memorial Day parades that your people and you have protected the people marching. And I wish you have a great retirement. Don't believe in the words of golden years. It doesn't work. But thank you, sir. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. Thank you.
So don't forget, Memorial Day Parade is coming up, and it's getting bigger and bigger thanks to all of Glenn's hard work and the organizations and the military groups and veterans groups who participate. So our next nonprofit is Jill Lyons from Art on Nipissing.
Good morning. I am here on behalf of the Center for the Arts and the DDA about the Art on Nipissing Street Festival. In your packets, there's a list of all the activities, but I'm actually here to ask for your help. Not only do I want you to come and support the festival, but we've expanded the festival to twice the size. We are going to be on Nipissing Street as we have been in the past, but we have twice as many vendors, and we're also going to be on Court Street with a stage, and 6 different musical acts are coming. And we need your help. So there's a volunteer list back at the registration table, and any time that you can give would be greatly appreciated. And we also want you to come and see all of the great events. The next part, the Art Walk is currently going on in over 42 businesses downtown. And tomorrow night is the pub crawl. And that starts at 5 o'clock. Starts in Gallery 194. You can get your ticket. You get if you're there early enough, you get a free souvenir shot glass, and your ticket gives you 1 free drink at all the participating pubs up and down the street, and you get to see the art and the businesses at the same time. Thank you.
Thanks, Jill. Emily Barber is here on behalf of United Way of Lapeer.
Thank you, Nita. Good morning. I come up here for a few different reasons, but today I have my United Way hat on. I'm here to invite you to help support and to also golf in our 2nd annual Golf United 18-hole scramble. It is at the Lapeer Country Club on Saturday, June 24th. In addition to our corporate campaign that we do every year in the fall, we also use events like our golf outing and our community color run that we have in the fall, which will be September 16th, mark your calendars, to help support programs like 211, which is a non-emergency phone number for assistance. Also the Dolly Parton Imagination Library that funds books birth to 5 years old. Kids that are enrolled in that program receive a book that's age appropriate, screened, great books. They receive a book once a month. So really great programs that we're looking to expand, to improve, and to help the community. So if you have it in your heart, I know there's a lot of golf outings, there's a lot of events, it's a very busy town, but Saturday, July 24th is our golf outing, so we look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
Okay, and from the Kiwanis Club of Lapeer, Mr. Benjamin Cummings.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ben Cummings, and I am here representing the Lapeer Kiwanis Club today. I want to invite everyone to vote online every day for us to win $25,000 for a playground for Lapeer. You can vote online every day by going to KiwanisLapeer.org and clicking on the link on the main page. We are working with the City of Lapeer to update the playground equipment at Crampton Park west of Monroe Street. Kiwanis International is giving away $25,000 in playground equipment to one Kiwanis club. This contest is nationwide, so we really need everyone's vote every day to win. The 10 clubs with the most votes on May 31st will advance to voting by a panel of judges from Kiwanis International. Only one club will win, and Lapeer really wants to be it. You can multiply your own vote by getting on Facebook, sharing it there, and trying to get your network involved. Also, one more thing, the Lapeer Kiwanis Club is also sponsoring a golf scramble at Metamora Golf and Country Club on July 17th. So I invite you to play or to sponsor. And flyers are in your bags. So if you want any more info on any of those events, either contact one of our club members or visit our website. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ben. Lots and lots of great golfing fundraisers that are going on throughout the community and throughout the summer. So one way to help a lot of our nonprofits is to get involved and have some fun at the same time. So I want to just take a moment. Glenn, you kind of beat me to the punch there. But thank very special person here, Chief Todd Alexander, and congratulate him on his upcoming retirement. A very exciting time. Chief Todd, will you stand a minute? Come on up here and see me. Come on. And thank him. 32 years? 32 years. And started out, what position did you start out in years ago?
I started out actually downtown as a foot patrol officer. That's how vibrant the downtown was at that point in time in Lapeer's history, and have seen it come and go and come back again now, and it's pretty exciting now to see how it's coming back and renewing itself, and how the community is growing, and how they have always supported our police department throughout all the years. As you can see across the nation, a lot of communities support their police department, but I'm proud our community has always stood behind law enforcement, and what we have tried to reciprocate back to our people of fair and impartial treatment. So we appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you and everything that you've done over the years, and for all of the events and things that go on, like Glenn mentioned, that you provide the safety and direction for us, and so many different events in this community, and for the leadership that you provided over the years for the police, the city police force, and we live in a great community, and largely, you know, our safety has been dependent upon you and your team. So we just want to thank you and congratulate you. This is very exciting. So we're very happy for you. Let's thank him and give him another round of applause. Thank you, Chief Todd.